from the other side tonight. I'm being joined by Dr. Pedro Obasaki, is the Director of Research and Strategy of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council. He joins us virtually. Thank you so much, Mr. Obasaki, for joining us tonight. Give us an understanding. It does look like there is still fire on the mountain. First and foremost, the endorsement, as rumored, is not clear. I mean, well, it's clear as far as the G5 governor. They said they have not endorsed anyone. But from your side, how do you receive this news? Dr. Obasaki, go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's very obvious. It's very obvious that His Excellency Jason Wike understands the enormity of the task ahead, and I truly believe that it will be foolhardy for any of them, any of the five of them, to endorse any other candidate outside of Atiku Abubakar for president of Nigeria. There are APC propagandists who are all over the place trying to disturb the polity. So I'm happy to hear him say that nothing like that has happened. But however, in his talking, he has thrown a lot of misinformation and disinformation in the public space. And it is very, very painful to hear a sitting governor, a barrister at law, a solicitor of the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to begin to bandy falsehood in the public domain. You mentioned Tony Aneni. Tony Aneni is my leader and the leader of my state. Tony Aneni, if you must know, was twice the national deputy DG of Obasanjo's campaign, both in 1999 and in 2003. So there was nothing like he wasn't in the campaign council. That is not true. And in the second tenure of Obasanjo, he started off as Minister of Works. So all those ones I don't understand. Maybe he has not gotten his facts right. But I know inside of me, I've always told everybody that it is going to be a political suicide, a political harakiri, for any of the five of them, particularly the four of them who are going to run elections. Sheyi Makinde going for a second term, and Otom Ugwuanyi and Okezie Biazu, who will be running for Senate, to declare themselves partyless. Because once you openly endorse another party, you have invariably carried out anti-party activity, and it is only going to be met by expulsion. And you cannot run in Nigeria except on the platform or on the platform of a political party. I think they understand that. So my own problem is I don't feel comfortable for Mr. Jason Wike to continue to play God. No man is God. And in your Kishe Olorun, no man can be God. And his continued vituperations make him see himself as some God. And that must stop. It pains me because he is a part of my geopolitical zone. He's someone who has contributed to this party, but no man is God. When everybody is going
Take it quickly, Dr. Obasaki, we do not have so much time on this particular topic. Now, in the event that these five governors, because you don't know their minds, you don't know what they have agreed within their ranks to do, if these five governors decide not to work, because already they've said they are not going to partake in the campaign, they've started ab initio in the campaign of Atiku Abubakar. But if they openly endorse another president, how hurtful would that be for the Atiku Abubakar campaign agenda or his ambition to becoming president?
I think if they openly endorse any other candidate, it will be more hurtful to themselves, particularly the four of them. Whatever they are doing now, it cannot be worse. We've been going on, we've been trudging on in spite of all the five of them. The five of them have distorted the polity to such a humongous extent. So there is nothing there's no gainsaying the fact that it is necessary for all of us to be in one camp. If, for example, that does not happen. Nobody that says
about what the effect on them. I'm asking what effect does it have? Because when we talk about political structure, Dr. Obasaki, we're talking about what the stronghold of each political party is. And the question I've always been thrown to Labour Party, that you do not have any state that you control under your party. Now, if out of the state that PDP controls, 5 of them decide not to work with your principal in the campaign or towards the February 25 election, how awful will it be? Will it be awful? Do you guys recognize whether or not they have weight enough to affect the ambition of Atiku Abubakar?
I have made it very clear. The fact that they have been doing this so far has hurt us, and we have weathered the storm so far. So they can't do worse than this. That is what I'm saying. They can only better our campaign by joining the campaign. But they will not make it worse, because whatever they are...
Discipline these 5 governors based on what is going on in the PDP.
I don't think so. You cannot... There is no art yet to tell the mind's construction on the face. They have not openly left the party yet. They have not openly derailed the party yet. What we are saying are vituperations that are angst on anger, grievances. So I don't think the party will just unilaterally expel them. That is not correct.
Okay.
I think it will be premised on their own action. So we will not premise it on an error of omission. It is going to be something based on the commission that they will commit.
In the realm of permutation also, Dr. Obasaki, because politics and permutations are like twin brothers. You know, they go hand in hand. Now, should, for example, I mean, as being rumored, these 5 governors decide to endorse Bola Tinubu, considering the state that the APC currently controls, is this race off the table for Atiku Abubakar?
No, not at all. When that happens, the race is off the table for the 5 of them. They will wish themselves into political irrelevance. They will be swept away under the dung heap of our political yesterday.
No, none of them. I'm not asking questions based on the lower election. I'm asking based on the presidential election. I'm saying if that because if you are doing the permutations based on the physical map, you will see how many states that the APC controls. So add 5 states to those states, and if they take those votes, 5 states, the vote of the 5 states, add to the states that the APC controls, and the grounds that Tinubu has covered so far, will it hurt Atiku Abubakar?
It will not hurt Atiku Abubakar.
What? Will you say the same thing for Labour Party? Should they decide to go with Labour Party?
Let me explain what is just going down. You see, they should not continue to see this as a 2-horse race. It's a 3.5-horse race. And if any of them should move right now, these 5 Christian governors, if they should move right now, either to the Labour Party or to the APC, it does not distort our overriding goal. The only thing that it may do is to maybe wall the ship a little, but that is exactly what it is. Now, all the 5 of them in this present trajectory, they are overrated. Based on the voting patterns, based on the behavior of the persons for these states, I don't think that, let me give you an example. Mr. Rotimi Amechi, the sitting governor of Rivers State, who also ran for presidency under the APC earlier this year, just like his successor, Mr. Yeson Wike is doing or have done, also moved out of the party in 2015. But that did not make Mr. General Muhammadu Buhari win Rivers State, in spite of the fact that Amechi was governor. So we have to look at all these things from a more strategic, more holistic point of view, rather than looking at it as if they are the backyards, the owners,
Dr. Obasaki, my final question to you tonight on the program is on the issue of agreement. This is one thing that has been consistent with these 5 governors, and you've heard Governor Wike say this over and over again. If he had said any other thing, any conversation that is had with any other person, anything that he has brought to the public domain, one thing that has been very consistent is the fact that there is an agreement that is had with Atiku Abubakar, that Atiku Abubakar made that promise to him in his house, and I'm not sure that your principal has denied that. But give us an understanding of just how difficult is it to make true to that agreement, that should there be a presidential candidate from the north, that the chairman of the party from the north will have to step down. How difficult is that equation to be fulfilled?
I think when you keep repeating a lie, you may now believe the lie and you begin to live the lie. On the Monday, after the presidential primaries, Pedro, I was in the entourage. I was the chairman of the media committee for Atiku's primary. And except that meeting was held outside of that meeting on the June, I think it was June 2nd or June 3rd, that this was held. It was on a Monday, June 30th, May 30th. Now, let me make this very clear. Mr. Wike has been saying this all over and over again. Even in the interview he had with you, in his three of you, yourself, and I think Benga, one other person, he's made this thing again clear. And I keep telling people, why is this man trying to change the narrative? The constitution of the party, which he insisted, due to the Ekweremadu report of 2018, insisted that if we have to remove the chairman or any other person whatsoever, he will be replaced by somebody from the same region. What our party is saying is, based on our history, based on our presidencies, based on things that have happened prior to now, our presidential candidate almost always comes from the same zone. It is when the presidential election is held and we win, it becomes incumbent directly in exactly 8 weeks from today. If Atiku is declared winner on the 25th of February, it is incumbent on Dr. Iyocha you withdraw from his position and will hold, even if it's a mini convention, and a new chairman from the south will be installed or instead.
Dr. Obasaki,
that's the position of the party.
Dr. Obasaki, Well, it's unfortunate. That's how far we can go on this matter. We just needed to get reaction from your own side, and hearing from Governor Wike today and an earlier live broadcast on Channels Television. Thank you so much indeed, Dr. Pedro Obasaki, the Director of Research for the PDP Presidential Campaign Organization. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
Let's